It's a great day to have a great day. Already put some pre in here. Mix it up. It's not bad. Could probably be a little colder. All right, just gonna drop the ice cube down in there, chill it a little more. Try not to chug these because I don't know, they used to upset my stomach a lot if I drank it too quick. Also with the Great Value brand Chewy Bar, these are pretty gas. I got like 30 of them for pretty cheap, so it should last a couple weeks. I usually have one, maybe two, but usually one like right before I lift. Today I'm repping the oversized Gymshark. It's pretty nice material. It's got a little bit of stretch to it, so I like to wear it. Breathable. Today I'll be doing back, so see how it goes. I think these have like 90 calories, 17 carbs. That's not bad. Also, real quick, read the verse of the day today. Let me find it real quick. 1 Thessalonians. Let me find it. Chapter 5, verses 15 says, "See that no one pays back evil for evil. But always try to do good to each other and to all people." I'm going to read this next verse too. "Always be joyful. Never stop praying. Be thankful in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you who belong to Christ Jesus." Yeah, I don't know. I read that this morning and kind of just meditated on it a little bit on my way to class throughout the day. And we know as Christians, we're called to a higher standard. So I just thought that was a cool verse. It was just good and challenging to hear, always try to do good to each other and to all people, not just the people you like, the people that might have made you feel bad, instead of paying them back with evil, pay them back with good, pray for them, But yeah, I just thought that was a pretty good word of the day. But yeah, about to go get this lift in, keep you posted. All right, real quick, gonna run down through the workout. Planning on doing back mainly, and then of course I'll do some biceps at the end. So I'm gonna stick with three back movements. Usually like hitting the pull down first, unless that's being occupied. If it is, what I like to do is sometimes I warm up with the pullovers to really engage the lats and kind of activate them. Either that or I do just body weight pull-ups, 3 sets of 6 to 8, something like that. And then I'm gonna move into some kind of row movement. Usually go with cables or any type of machine really. Personally, I like to do isolated movements. I feel like I can just I can feel the movement a lot better. I can feel a better stretch, better contraction, all that good stuff. I feel my muscles, I feel like they're working better than when I'm just, doing both arms at the same time. I feel like I can lose form sometimes, and it's just preference at the end of the day. What else could I do? If I don't start with the pullovers, I guess I can finish with those. Maybe some rear delts. But yeah, we'll see. Biceps, I've been doing lately preacher curls, and then I do reverse on the easy grip bar. I'll hit those for 3 sets or so, but usually I've stuck with preacher curls, and then some kind of incline curl where my arms are behind my body, so it focuses on a different head of the bicep. Seen good development in that, so I think that's probably the plan today. We'll see how it goes. A good rule of thumb is to just go in there and not worry about what others are lifting, what others are thinking about you. At the end of the day, no one really cares. I think a lot of the time we make up all these scenarios in our head because we fear judgment, we fear something about us that others may perceive as less than, and so that makes us feel inferior, and so we overcompensate in our heads, and it's just a whole mess. But if that's you, I just want to encourage you to get in the gym today and not care, put in your headphones, whatever it takes, and just focus on you. Can you get 1-2 extra reps? Can you up the weight by 20 pounds? Can you make sure you get, all 3 sets in with great form. Can you feel the movement, how it's supposed to be felt, things like that. The less you worry about what others think of you, the better off you're going to be. And that really applies with anything. At the end of the day, no one really cares that much. And if they do, then that means, in my opinion, they see something in you that they don't have and they wish they did. And so to make themselves feel better, they're gonna tear you down, right? That's just kind of how things go. Just don't let that get inside of you, because it's probably not true. So just go in there and literally it's just you versus you. You got it. All right, just to recap on the day. So I ended up hitting bag and buys. Pretty much did everything I said I was gonna do. I think I hit I started with body weight pull-ups, hit like 3 sets of 6. I'm still not the best at those. I gotta work on that a little bit. And then I moved into lat pull downs. I'm kind of trying this new thing out where I'm only doing 2 working sets, but each set is pretty decent weight, and I'm controlling it, but I'm also going to failure. It's real easy to just kind of go through the motions when you're working out, and go in there and be like, okay, I'm gonna hit 4 sets of 10, and then you hit your 4 sets of 10, but it's like you were more worried about hitting those sets than actually feeling the weight and exhausting your muscles. So yeah, I started with that. Then I moved into movement. Sometimes I implement where I take a cable and it's like on those adjustable bars, and I put it all the way at the top, and then I get on one knee and basically just pull the bar. It's like kind of like that high ISO movement. I think it's like a hammer strength machine. Some gyms have those, but it's basically the same thing. Kind of just making do with what I have. So I did 2 sets of that again, and then I moved to machine rows. Hit those for a few sets, and then to finish off the workout, I moved into arms, and I did like 1 extra movement that I would probably usually do. On back day, I started with the incline dumbbell curls, and that was pretty good. And then I stood up and did cross body curls, and then I went to preacher curls. Preacher curls are really good. That's been helping a lot recently, and I'm doing like the dumbbell version. So I usually do 2, maybe 3 sets of 6 to 8, just really slow, controlled, and then squeeze at the top. But yeah, I would say it's a pretty successful day. Just gotta keep working. Like, it's probably, well, it is like my 2nd or 3rd week consistently hitting the gym again. So feeling pretty sore, but about to get a good night's rest and wake up and do it all over again. So yeah.